Okay, yeah, Mark is on Zoom with us. He is he is recovering from COVID free, but recovering from a day of cycling and hiking and triathleting, and I'm sure he was also climbing a few mountains and doing amazing things. There he is.
Hi, everybody.
Says hello. Okay, so we're recording now, and I'll ask you guys to mute yourselves,
Okay.
and we will continue with the epically. Um, O heavenly King, Lord the Comforter, the Spirit of truth, treasury of blessing, and giver of life, come and abide in us, and cleanse us of every impurity, and save our souls, O good one, holy God, holy mighty, holy immortal, have mercy on us. Holy God, holy mighty, holy God, holy mighty, immortal, have mercy. Come to standing at the top of your mat. Today we continue with our last installment of the lower body series. Um, Here on our third Sunday after Advent, or after the third Sunday of Advent, um, we asked you to reflect in the past on why you're doing the practice. What is the reason why you practice? And so today we would ask, what do you hope your practice will give you? What fruit will be born of this why? Um, what is the becoming that you are now participating in? What are you waiting on to arrive? And as you enter into challenge your practice today, as your mind wanders in your practice, try to bring back that vision of what you wish, the fruit that you wish for your practice, with the grace of God and faith will be born from these sessions and from your efforts and your life here in Christ, together with us here at Brookside and on the mat tonight. Okay, so maybe I could face this way. Coming to the front of the mat, do a little warm up exercise, and so just want to first gently roll the head circle, dropping down to the right, back, to the left. Just start letting go of everything that may have built up during the day, and reversing it. Finding where the kinks are. Bring the head to neutral position and rolling shoulders up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, and reverse. You're starting to think through your breath, work on your breath. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply through the nose. Just try taking the hands out, palms facing forward. Extend the hands out fully so the fingers are being pulled out, out, and then exhale, bringing the elbows behind the back. See if we can just almost make those elbows touch behind our back. Holding there for a moment. And then inhale, reaching out, letting the fingertips pull us, shoulder blades apart. And then exhale, bringing those elbows back again, behind the back. Feel that stretch. Drop the shoulders down. And then inhale, extend. One last time. Really let the ribs spread apart. Really, really stretch out, stretch out. Everything just go in its own direction. And then exhale, bring the elbows back behind the spine one more time. Let those drop down. Twist to the right, the left. Just get the waist, the hips warmed up. Then we want to do the washing machine. Just the elbows go to the left and the hips go to the right, and then opposite. Just the opposite of wherever your hips are. Your shoulders twist in the opposite direction. Hips going to the left and your shoulders going to the right, and then vice versa. And just try to switch back and forth. Warm it up. And back to the center. You swing the knees and the hips out. If you can do it on one foot with good balance, you can try doing it slowly, bending the standing knee. Yeah, look at Gina going. Good balance. And then bring them up. Pulse. Hug the knee. Pulse twice. You got that balance. You know, with keeping that standing leg knee bent for greater stability. All right, very good. Then we'll move into mountain pose. We normally do. Everyone's fully warmed up. You know how we stand in mountain pose. Toes pressed down, big toe, little toe. Heel driving into the floor, arching of the feet, bending the knees slightly. Lifting the shoulders up and then dropping them down halfway to spine. Palms open, back of the head lifted, chin tucked. Bring a deep breath in through the nose, into the chest, and then filling the belly. And then exhaling from the belly up, emptying the chest out through the nose. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply before we get ready to move into sun salutation, warm up. So inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, and exhale, folding forward, dropping down, fingers next to toes. Inhale, right foot back. Drop the right knee down, hips forward, look up. Exhale, push the left leg back into downward dog. Knees, chin, chest to the ground. Inhale, sweeping the heart up. Tucking the toes under. Exhale, pushing back into downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Left knee down. And exhale, close the stance. Inhale, sweeping up. Dropping the shoulders. And exhale, hands to heart. Very good. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back, left knee down. Exhale, right foot back and down dog. Knees, chin, chest. Inhale. Lift the heart, cobra. Tuck the toes, exhale. Downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Right knee down. Exhale, close the stance, right foot forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, one more round. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right foot back, right knee down. Exhale, left foot back. Tricky, you do on the right foot, not the left. Usually you do on your left foot first. Knees, chin, chest to the ground. Inhale, heart sweeps up. Tuck the toes, exhale, push back. Inhale, right foot forward. Left knee down. Exhale, right foot forward, left foot forward. Not making it any easier on you. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Wonderful. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, down dog. Knees, chin, chest. Inhale, cobra. Lift the toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Very good, everybody. Okay, coming back to our mountain pose. Checking where we're at. Thighs parallel, feet hip width apart. Bring our hands to our heart. We're gonna step back into warrior one with the right foot. Just stepping back, yeah. Now you're either gonna drop that foot down, you're gonna keep your toe up. Actually, sorry, you're not gonna drop that foot down. You're gonna keep your toe up. You're keeping the hands to the heart. We're gonna drop the knee down gently to the ground. That's in your practice. And then come up, straighten the knee. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, come up. One more time. Exhale, down. Inhale up, and then just step forward. And then taking that left foot. Make sure we're stable. We have a good, steady base. You have to move the right leg out, right foot out. Do so. You have a wider stance here. And exhale, bring that left knee down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. One more time. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And here now we're going to pivot to a wide angle stance. Now we're in our horse stance. So here, we're going to point the toes outward slightly, having the heels inward. You can tuck your pelvis or just leave it sticking out as we bend hands to heart and bend the knees down to a 90-degree angle. Trying to keep the shoulders back, hands together as the chest. Inhale, standing up. Exhale, squatting down. Inhale, up. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And here we'll hold for our 4 count. Keeping the knees from falling inwards. Relaxing the shoulders, not letting them bunch up near the ears. chest back, hands strong, pushing together, and the core solid. One more deep breath. And inhale coming up. Very good. Now, walking that right foot in a little bit towards the center. And that'll just give us the ability to walk back to the top of the mat into mountain pose. Mountain pose, we're going to go back to our vinyasa flow here. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up to a flat back. Hands on the shins. Exhale, planting the hands down, coming to plank. Shoulders over the wrist. And we're going to touch the right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder. Touch, 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 touch. One more time. Right to left, left to right. And then we're going to push back into mountain. First being in forward fold here at the back of the mat, and then slowly rolling up the spinal column until we come resting at mountain. Once again, inhale, sweeping up, hands above the head, and exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up the flat back, and then exhale back down, and then walking the plank again. Shoulders over wrist. You might want to bring the left foot in towards the center line a little bit. We reach the right leg back in the three-legged dog. Stretching it all the way back. Straightening the knee, pointing the toes. Get back there. Your next exhale, bringing the right knee to the right tricep. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, knee to tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to tricep. Last time, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to tricep. And then bring the foot back down. Push back into downward dog. Bring your right foot in the center line a little bit. Inhale the left foot back into three-legged dog. Pointing the toe. Bring knee. Keeping the hips level. And on your next exhale, come forward. Left knee to left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to tricep. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to tricep. Coming back into plank. Then pushing back into downward dog. And then walking back slowly. Back to your mat. The forward fold. And then rolling up slowly. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Into standing mountain. Very good. Check your mountain pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. And then exhale back down, walking back to plank. Shoulders over wrist. Then we're going to bend the right foot. Drop the left foot down so that it's flat on the ground. And push back into downward dog. Stretching that left outer hamstring. Trying to get that left foot much to parallel as we can, but it's metal as possible to the back edge of the mat, pushing out to the outer side of the foot, finding balance with the toes on the right foot, and that right knee bent. Very good. One more deep breath. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Bring the toes back up. Exhaling, bending the left knee and dropping the right foot flat onto the mat. It'll be a challenging pose. Keep the knee straight and the foot flat on the right side. Feel that strong stretch to the outside of the calf. One more deep breath. Doing what's in your practice. Aiming for your goal. What will you bring to fruition? With God's help in this practice, coming forward into plank. And then pushing and walking forward to the front of your mat. The forward fold. And then coming all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Once again to mountain. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, folding forward. Dropping all the way down, rounded back. A second here, if you can stand on your fingers. Coming up the flat back with your fingers under your toes. Let go of those fingers. And then bending the right knee, grabbing the right big toe with the first two fingers of the right hand. Inhale, twisting to the left. And a forward fold, bent knee twist. Wrist, left wrist over the left shoulder. Left arm being pulled into the sky. As if by an invisible hand. Whose hand would that be? The invisible hand of the free market, of course. No. Your invisible yoga instructor. And then exhale, coming back to the center. Folding forward on a rounded back. Inhale, coming up flat back again. Bending the left leg, that left knee slightly. Grabbing that left toe if it's in your practice and twisting to the right. Up. Rotating the left ribs around. That's going to reach all the way to the sky. With you as well. Might need to open that right foot. Get a real twist. So you're out on the right edge, blade of the foot. I think that's okay. Pretty super stretch. That's in your practice, but trying to keep that foot flat. It's ultimately the goal. And then exhale, coming back down to forward fold. Very good, everybody. Inhale the flat back. Exhale, placing the hands on the mat and coming down into plank. Coming all the way down, and then rising up to up dog. Top of the feet. Exhale, down dog. And then gently bring the knees down off the mat in a neutral table. Bring those wrists back under the shoulders. Neutral back. And we'll do cat-cows here for a few breaths. Inhale, curling up. And exhale, pushing the pelvis down into the mat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And on this exhale, you can tuck your toes under and lift the knees off the mat if that's in your practice. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One last. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bringing the knees back down just for a hot sec. We push back into downward dog. Few breaths here. Straighten the knees or bending the knees if you need to. Get it flat in the back. Pushing away from the mat with the hands. Driving the chest towards the thighs. And then coming forward with the right foot into a lunge. Warrior one here, where we rise up. Just bring that left foot forward a few inches. Give it a little bit more stability. We're rising up with the hands. Palms facing one another. Knee bent, eyes on fixed position in the room. And we'll do 4 pulses here. 2, 3, 4. And then dropping that left foot down and doing triangle. Triangle, checking our placement. Arms parallel to the ground. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat. We're at a 45-degree angle. Gearing the hips wide. Looking out over the right wrist, leaning forward, dropping down, and turning up. We'll do just static here today. Twisting the ribs around, really a twist position. Dropping down the floor. That's in your practice. And the goal is still just to bring those right ribs down and around. Lifting that left hand to the sky. One more inhale. Next inhale, dropping the gaze down, raising back up out of position. Keeping the arms parallel, looking out over the right wrist and bending the right knee. Pushing the back leg out to warrior two. Make sure we can keep our eyes on our toes. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, bring the knee to a 90-degree angle. Inhale up. Exhale forward one more time. Inhale up. And exhale forward with the extended side angle, bringing the left arm up and over and around, dropping right forearm onto the right thigh. Opening the chest, rotating the armpit out. One more inhale. And on your next exhale, coming back out, turning that right foot in, drop the hands down at the hip. You can walk the left foot in. That'll help bring you back to stability. We want to do a wide angle forward fold from here. So keeping the legs wide. Look around for the folks in TV land. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. We're going to dynamically fold forward. Stuffing hams, rounding the back. And everything fall down forward. And then inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweeping up. Keeping the arms above head, palms facing one another. Might want to walk that right leg in a little bit because we're going to pivot to the left into warrior one again. Rotating on that back foot. Keeping up on the balls of the toes. We're going to pulse here with the right knee. 3 and 4. You don't have to go all the way down to the ground. After 4 pulses, when you're ready, straighten that left knee, pivot that right leg back into triangle, facing left, looking out over the left shoulder, opening the hips parallel to the long side of the mat, leaning out over the left foot, dropping down and looking up, pulling that right wrist out above the shoulder. God's just lifting it up, lifting you out of the day, your mood, circumstances, just for a moment. Keeping the stretch, bringing the ribs around. And one more inhale. And your next inhale, dropping the gaze and lifting up, arms parallel again. Looking out over that left wrist, keeping the hips open and bending the left knee to a 90-degree angle. Letting the back right foot slide out if you need to. You can keep a hold of your toes in sight. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. And exhale, bend, and then drop that left elbow, reach over, the right arm overhead, gazing at the watch or your hand or the ceiling. A few more deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, sweeping that right arm back, dropping the arm to the waist. Walk that right foot back to the center. We feel comfortable pivoting to the front of the mat. Move back to mountain pose. Very good, folks. Again, finding our mountain. Driving the big and little toe down, the heel. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, release them down the spine. To our vinyasa, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward, rounded back. Inhale, flat back, hands on chin. Exhale into plank. Inhale, up into up dog. Exhale into down dog. And then bringing your knees down on the mat wider than your your waist, easing back down into child's pose. Allowing legs to fall onto the mat, the head to rest, forehead down on the mat. We'll take a few deep breaths here. 4 breaths. Try to let everything fall down to the mat. Extend the fingers. TP with the fingers if you wish. Extra stretch. And finally, coming forward into table, neutral table. Tucking the toes under, pushing back into downward dog. Taking the right leg up into 3-legged dog, and then bring it forward into pigeon. That right knee's wide out, wider than the hips, waist and pelvis. And coming down on the floor, arms, dropping the head, and come all the way down and TP the hands, opening of the hip. Hands back in, rising up into back bend. On the fingertips, dropping shoulders down. Arch the back. Dropping that left hip down. One more deep breath here. And planting the palms back on the mat. Tucking the left toe under, pushing back into downward dog. And then inhale, bringing the left foot into 3-legged dog, and then exhale forward into pigeon. On this side, back foot split back. We come down onto forearms, forehead. Just exploring the edge of our practice, where we feel the pull and push. Where is there an opening? Space. Where what we envision becoming can fill. Palms onto the mat, bring up the back bend. Tapping that left buttocks down and back on the right hip. Giving more space in the back, spreading the shoulders. And palms back on the mat, tucking the right toe under, pushing back into downward dog. And then bringing that right leg forward, the left leg under, cross-legged, and then finally butterfly. Flat to the feet together. And toes in. Come the butterfly. Lifting up the chest. And then bending forward. You can. Letting the knees drop. And stretching the groin. One more deep breath here. Inhale back to sitting. Want to reposition yourself on the mat so you'll have feet in front, toes flexed in front of your sit bones. Inhale, sweep up. Oh, you got one too? Ooh, can you point your foot? Can you reach it? Can you bring it in and just massage the inside? Yeah, just take it easy. We will fold forward. Going forward over the hands, top of the toes. Trying to straighten the knees out. And then coming into a release straight, and then easing yourself back. Once you're back, the final relaxation pose, your hands under your knees, drop the rest of your body down. Hands open to the ceiling. Legs extended, feet open. Closing the eyes and returning to a normal breath. Just letting body fall open. Scanning up the body from the feet. Seeing if there's any remaining tension. Work up the thighs, pelvis, hips relax. Cross the fingers, wrists. The low back, lumbar spine. Straighten or adjust if you need. Relaxing shoulders, throat. Face, back of the head, crown, skull. Please keeping your awareness of your breath. And returning your awareness to your breath. Take a moment to inhale deeply. Exhale with a sigh. Exhale deeply. Sigh. Gently wake the body. Your fists with your toes. Rotate the little legs. Wake up the fingers. Shrug the shoulders gently. And your left foot floor, raising the knee and pushing to the right side. Give yourself a moment. And when you're ready, push up to seated. Take our last few minutes. Sitting practice. Get comfortable to sit on. Don't sit bones. Hands on the knees, in the palm, and in the lap. Keep this poised. Breathing naturally. Let your attention drift to the tip of your nose. Feel the sensation of your breath entering, exiting your nostrils. Let your attention drift down to the music and thoughts and itch. Bring your mind back to sensation, the air moving in and out of your nose. The very tip. And slowly bring your attention to your throat. The sensation of the breath in the throat. Inhaling, exhaling. The gentle constrictions of the windpipe. And finally, the rising and falling of the chest. Gentle heaving, sighing. And then finally, rest your attention on the heart. center of the chest, behind the breastplate. And then any motion or beating of the heart, bringing attention to the center of your being. And as your mind drifts, something calls your attention. Recite your sacred word and bring your attention back to the heart. Have one more minute. Return to an awareness of the breath, awareness, chest, sitting and falling. Bring your attention now to the throat. And the air moving up and down the windpipe. Finally, breath exiting and entering nostril. Now take a quiet moment to pray for the fruit you wish your practice to bear. You hope will be born in the coming year, self, for others, for your community here at Brookside, or whatever community you wish. And as you go forward today, Advent next week, Christmas and New Year, try to remind yourself of the flowers you hope will bloom on the other side of winter. Open your eyes and we'll share a moment of silence. Feel called to speak, invited to. Peace and fusion. Peace be with you. Peace on earth. Goodwill to all. Amen and Merry Christmas. Thank you, those of you who joined us online. Good night. Godspeed. Psalm 42, Hope in God. As the deer longs for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, the living God. When I shall come and behold the face of God, my tears have been my food day and night, while people say to me continually, where is your God? These things I remember as I pour out my soul. how I met with song that led them in procession to the house of God, with glad shouts and songs of thanksgiving, the multitude keeping festival. Why are you cast? Why have you cast me down, O my soul, and why are you disquieted within me? Hope in God, and I shall again praise Him, my help and my God. My soul is cast down within me. Therefore I remember you from the land of the Jordan, from the Hermon, and from Mount Nazar. Deep calls deep at the thunder of your cataract. All your waves and billows have gone over me. By the day the Lord commands steadfast love, and at night His song is with me. My prayer to God, my life, I say to God, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why must I walk about mournfully because of the enemy oppressed me? As the deadly wound of my body, my adversaries taunt me, while they say to me continually, where is your God? Why are you cast down, O my soul? Why are you disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise Him. My help is my God. Amen. Thank you, Mark.
This has been a wonderful day of Bible for me. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Hope to see
Thank you.
you
You're
on Saturday.
See you Saturday. Thank you. Bye now.
Bye-bye.